Listen, you have to be very careful on the streets of Port Harcourt. The police is on rampage. And you don't have to actually do anything or do anything illegal to be picked up by them. They will literally kidnap you and take you to their station and lock you up inside the cell. This was exactly what happened to me. And I'm coming here to tell you guys so that everybody that is out there will be sensitized. They will literally lie to you. They will lie to you to take you to the station. And once you are there is nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So on Saturday, my boat was intercepted by some gentlemen in the police command. They were wearing, I think it was ash and blue uniform. And they had, of course, their rifles and all. And out of the van, they intercepted us from the front. I think there was another one behind us. And I asked the boatman what's going on. Why are they stopping us? He said he doesn't know. You know, this was around Rumokuta. We had just passed a checkpoint around that area. And they didn't stop us at the checkpoint. I looked up after that checkpoint because I was on the phone. And then I saw the van right in front of us, a pickup van. And the policeman came down after intercepting us and told me to come down from the vehicle. The intensity of the way they dropped me from that vehicle felt like I was, a drug baron, And it was utterly very embarrassing, to be honest with you, because I felt like a criminal. People were everywhere looking, and I had to come down from the vehicle. You know how it feels when like 10 policemen are gathered at one car, and then they tell you to come down, at gunpoint. And I came down, and they put me at the back seat, and this was how the policeman came into the front and then the back. When I came down, I thought maybe it would be like, the normal stop and search that they do, or probably even they wanted to check my phone, I had nothing to hide, so I had nothing to fear. I was like, fine and good. When they check me, they'll see nothing and probably will be on our way. This was not the case. They came into the vehicle, one at the back, one at the front, and told us to follow the pickup. I kept asking the policeman by my side questions. Where are we going? What is the issue? What happened? Why did you stop us? Why the scene and everything? They did not respond to me. I attempted trying to make a call. They threatened me not to touch my phone. He actually asked me for my phone. I refused to give him. And then eventually along the ride, while they were not answering me, I decided I had enough. I told the boat driver to park. This was close to, almost on the way towards Rumola. We had just passed the bridge at Rumokuta. I told him to park by the side. And this is how he parked, and I came down because the exit was still very much open to me. And this is the tricky part, guys. This is the part that you need to be careful about. When I came down, the policeman in the peacock, the men there came down, jumped out from there, and the ones in the vehicle came out as well. And then they were all moving towards me. And then one of them came calmly and told me that, see, this vehicle is under surveillance, that they were tracking it, that they need to take it to the station, that we should just come with them. I asked them, which station? What are you talking about? I have where I'm going to. This guy is a boat. You can check my app. I booked a boat. This guy is a taxi driver to me. I do not know him, so if you have an issue with him, take him to the station. Why are you coming for me? Why am I involved in this? He said, no, because you are in the vehicle, you have to follow us to the station, but don't be afraid. You don't have a problem. And then I looked at it. What would be my options? I mean, it's the police that is here. So I said, okay, fine. Let me go with them. Because I had nothing to fear. I don't do anything illegal. You guys know me on TikTok. I'm a singer on here. Guys, as I entered this vehicle, 2 policemen sandwiched me. And that was it. At that point, I realized that I was in big trouble. My people, that is how I found myself at Ogunabali, at Police Intelligence and Surveillance Center at Ogunabali, all the way from Rumukuta. When we got there, they asked me to pay the boatman this same vehicle that they say that they've been tracking and is under surveillance. That was the main issue. He told me to pay the boatman so that he can go. I refused because I said, no, you guys brought him here, so you guys should pay him. As soon as I said that, one of the officers came to me and said, it's not what you did outside. if you try this nonsense here, you are here now. If you try this rubbish, asking me to repeat that thing I just said, So, eventually another police officer said, you know what, pay the boatman, Abi, don't worry, leave him. He now took me inside. And I feel like this is also a problem. And Nigerians, honestly, we need to look out for each other. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like even these boat people are actually working with this police. Because I do not see why a normal human being, even after seeing what happened on the road, this guy still came inside that police station and asked for money for me to pay him so that he can go. If it was somebody who was even, a good person, you probably go out there, because nobody knew I was there. Nobody knew. This was basically an abduction. You picked me from somewhere, you would have gone back and said, oh, see you, this guy that was here, this is what happened, alert people so that at least maybe my neighbors or somebody will know that I was here. Nothing like that. Guy still came to collect his money. So at the end of the day, we got into, the station, and then there was no processing at the, counter or anything. We went straight into an office, and then they told me to take off my jewelries, take off my watch. I gave them my phone, I didn't even realize that there were a lot of boys inside that pickup van, because when we got there, I now saw people coming out, and eventually they told us to tag ourselves, and they took us somewhere and sat us on the floor, and then from there straight, they moved us into a cell. And that's where we were. We spent almost 5 hours inside that cell, because this happened around 6 p.m. I was picked up around 6, and then I ended up being in that cell without being processed or anything till about 12 a.m. in the morning. Most of the boys inside, that cell, and the ones that I came in with, told me different locations that they were picked up. Some were picked up from Choba. Some people were picked up from Obiwale. A lot of people were just picked up from random places. The police just goes around picking people from random places. And I feel like everybody out there needs to know about this. It is terrible. I came out around that 12 a.m. I wrote a statement. I did not know why I was writing a statement. The statement did not even capture, really what happened outside. I was basically, told to write more about my background and, what I do, basically, in that statement. Afterwards, they took me back into the office. They searched my phone, my emails, my social media, my WhatsApp, my accounts. They checked everything. And then at the end of the day, took us back to the cell and said it was late. They were going to process our matter the following day, which was a Sunday. I spent the night in the police cell for doing absolutely nothing. There was no allegation, nothing, no reason for me to be there. I spent the night inside the cell. I tell you, it was a terrible experience. At the end of the day, the following morning, police officers told me that I have to pay 150,000. And at that point, there was really nothing I can do because, I was stuck there. Nobody knew I was there. And I just needed to go out. Smell of piss and izal inside the cell. I didn't want to go back inside there, really. So I had to negotiate with, the police officer to pay a ransom. I won't call it bail. It's a ransom. I ended up going to withdraw 50,000 naira and paying them cash because they refused to collect transfer so that it would not be traceable. My people, I'm telling you, this is enough to actually mar anybody, and it is a very embarrassing experience. And I do not pray it happens to anybody, so please guys, be careful.